Okay guys, this is part 2 of my video about how to maintain a positive self-image in the face of harsh criticisms and insults coming at you, especially from the opposite sex, or same sex possibly. Okay, so the first one, as I described in the last video, was just basically realize that these people who are insulting you, like, they have issues, and they're not normal. And you don't need to take what they say seriously. In fact, you should pity them. Because people who are well-liked and happy, and have, like, a happy, positive life experience, would never, like, insult you. Because they understand these kind of principles about life, that it's about, acceptance and friendliness and making people feel good and being warm and friendly, and not about, insulting people. It's just a really lame quality, in my opinion. And don't, take what these people say too seriously. And like I said, have compassion for them. So the number 2 thing that I want to talk about is just realize this basic principle about life. Not everyone is going to be attracted to you, and that is okay. Just take that as a given, know that, alright? Even, like, to prove this to yourself, look at the Instagram comments of some supermodel, okay? I am sure you will see some guy or girl saying some really harsh thing to her, like, you're ugly, or like, your boobs are too small, or some sort of criticism. Just, you cannot please everybody, and like, we all say that, but just know that, like, and prove it to yourself. And then go on the page of some, like, plus size person, and notice all the people who are saying, oh, you're so beautiful, I love you. And then notice all the people who are saying, like, you're too fat and you're obese and stuff. And it's just like, you can't please everyone. So if somebody insults you, just be like, accept it, and just be like, alright, they're one of the people who didn't like me, and that is completely okay. That is the way, that is like the law of nature, and I don't need to get upset about that, alright? Because these people liked me, and these people hate me. And you just gotta move on quickly from these people, and focus on these people. Alright, number 3 point I want to make is, realize good looks they are an asset in life. Like, no one can deny that, if you're hot, people are like, ooh, who's that? However, they are not necessary to get everything you want in life. Alright? So many people throughout history have not been conventionally attractive. And they have had the best quality lovers. They have had success in Hollywood. They have had success in fields like dance and modeling and stuff, where it's all about your appearance. You can take the unconventional route. Sometimes these people, they are more skilled at the inner game because they can't rely on their appearance, and they are kind of more powerful and magnetic because people can't understand why they're so drawn to them, and they stand out. They're not just your typical cookie cutter, like, hot person. They are somehow, mysterious and unconventional, and, it becomes an advantage. Your weakness becomes your strength. Your unconventional looks become a strength. And yeah, like, there are so many examples in history of this. Like, I could just list one. Like, I remember, this, whatever, I'm not going to list them. You know who I'm talking about. Unconventional people who still succeed. Look it up for yourself. So, number 3 is sex appeal, alright? There's looks and there's sex appeal. Sex appeal is about, I wrote this down, energy, presence, and skill. It's not about looks, alright? Like sexiness, being good in bed. Looks, they're not coming into play at all. For me, at least. I mean, I'm more interested in, like, a lot of other stuff that's going on. So, they're nice to have, sure. Just like, a really nice setting in the room would be nice to have, like some candles or some like awesome canopy bed or something. But that's really minor compared to like the action, you know what I'm saying? So realize that if somebody insults your looks, just be like, okay, you don't like my looks, but let's see what you say when it comes time to get down to it. You know what I mean? So just realize that just because someone doesn't like your looks doesn't mean that, you're bad in bed or you'll never have a partner or a relationship or a lover. All right? Number 5 thing is if somebody insults your looks, don't just isolate yourself. Date more, ask out more people, and initiate more. Like, this is something I also learned at the strip club. Like, let's say someone was rude to you, and you kind of start feeling like really down on yourself. And you kind of start getting flooded with all these horrible self-loathing thoughts. That is the time when you have to initiate, be bold, go up to tons of people, because chances are that, let's say you go up to 100 people, well, like, let's say 50 people like you and 50 people hate you. Like, if you just go up to one person and they were, that 50% that was going to hate you, you'll just start thinking you're horrible. But then you go up to the next person and they like you, and so then it's like it recalibrates your image because you're getting positive feedback as well as negative feedback. And instead of just dwelling on the negative feedback, you have a lot of incoming positive feedback. So if somebody insults you, just initiate and get more, get back out there, because it's gonna even itself out again. And the more you get your numbers up, the more chances you're gonna have of having positive results. So yeah, if someone tries to insult you, click your heels, walk over to the next person, initiate with them. They reject you, walk over to the next person. Oh, bam, you got, your date or whatever. So yeah, I have here, the haters will be drowned out by the crowd of fans. So yeah. And then the 6th one is finally accept that you're not the best looking person who ever lived, okay? And people have a right to make criticisms about your appearance, and maybe they don't like your hair, and you know what, maybe your hair is really messy and greasy like mine always is. So accept it, and don't feel bad about it. And if someone's like, oh, your face is so non-symmetrical, I'm like, yeah, actually it is. Or oh, you're so fat, and it's like, yeah, I am compared to most people or whatever, or most models in Hollywood. So accept it. And you can do this by practicing writing out a list of all the insults and trying to find a grain of truth in the criticism. Then you will be like a Zen master, impenetrable to criticism, because instead of fighting back, you use the acceptance paradox, and you accept their criticism, and they're completely disarmed, and they have no more power over you. So those are my 6 tips, and write down below if you have any tips, or if you were confused, because sorry I got a little confusing there, and if you found any of them helpful. So talk to you later, and bye.